Hey chickies! Okay, today we are doing something really fun. I was lucky enough to be asked to participate in a project to celebrate the release of the new Monster High Haunted DVD. And all I had to do was nail art inspired by three of the main characters in that DVD. The first one is Vandala the Blooms. Now, Vandala is a ghost pirate's daughter, so I figured totally nautical theme. What do you think? So let's get into it. I really hope you like it. So excited about this. Now for the design on my middle and my ring finger, I've decided to do a water marble. It's so closely resembles the fabric pattern in her dress. So the colors I'm using, all the details will be in the description box as per usual. Now the colors I'm using are very sort of sea themed, and the pattern that I'm creating in the water marble is very similar to her dress. Kind of almost like my geode water marble video as well. I love these patterns. Now pretty much with every other water marble I ever do, there's not really any rules. Once you have a design done the way you want, you can go ahead and dip your finger in, clean up the polish on the surface of the water, and then pull your finger out. And once you've taken your tape off, you might need to do a little bit of cleanup. I'm just using my beautiful Royal Majestic cleanup brush along with some non-acetone remover. Now for the anchor design on my ring finger, I'm using hot pink acrylic craft paint and one of my fine detail brushes. Again, all the details about everything I use, including all of the tools, will be in the description box down below, as per usual. Now Vandala also has chains coming off of her anchor, so I decided to paint some chains, and they're all pink too, by the way. Who doesn't want a pink anchor with pink chains coming off it? I know I do. Now on my index finger I've painted it a light pink, and then what we're going to do is add these little caviar balls. They're actually glass, they look like glass, they're almost see-through. They are blue, but they look really iridescent on the nail, very, very pretty. And I'm just using some top coat to stick them down. If you want them to stay for any really good length of time, you'd need to use nail glue, or you could seal them under a gel top coat as well, which is not what I'm going to be doing. Now these are readily available on eBay. I know, as per usual, as I said before, details will be down below in the description box. But they are so fun and really, really pretty. Now also, just depending on how many you're using and how long it takes you to place them, you may need to add more top coat because it started to dry really quickly, and so I had to add some more. But because it's clear, it makes no difference really. It's just perfectly fine. Now because I painted the anchor and didn't use a sticker, what I need to now do is, because most anchors have a hole at the top of them, I'm just mixing some of the same polishes I used to water marble with, and then, but not mixing them all the way through, and then adding that dot up there so that it looks almost like it has a hole at the top. And then you want to come back to your bejeweled nail and add some top coat. Now this looks really thick, and I suppose it probably was a little bit, but I really wanted them to stay down for a good amount of time, so that's why it's such a thick coat of top coat. And then you can go ahead and top coat your anchor, and then for the last nail, the pinky nail, what we're going to be doing is adding the Monster High insignia. And to stick that down, what we're going to be doing is adding a little bit of a top coat, and you'll see this is the insignia, and I've stamped it previously and then added a coat of top coat so that I can lift it off the stamper. I'm going to show you how to make those. These are fun to make. And then what you need to do is just place it over the nail that you're going to be putting it on, and then add a little bit of top coat over the top, and you're done. It's basically a homemade decal. Very fun. And that's it for the Vandala de Blooms nail art. And then we can move on to the next one. And the next one is Kiyomi Hauntily. Now, Kiyomi is the daughter of Nopira Bow, who is a faceless ghost. But most of my inspiration came from her outfit. It is so cool. I love it so much. Now, the first step in Kiyomi's nail art is to show you how I made the decals. So firstly, all you need to do is stamp your image, and then what you do is you get your polish, and I'm just using a small dotting tool, but you can use a small paintbrush too. And what you do is you fill it in. I'm filling in firstly the bow with the pink polish, and then the whole face with the white polish. And once that is completely dry, all you need to do is add a slower drying, not a super fast drying top coat, a slowish drying top coat, and then set it aside to completely dry. And then you can move on to the rest of the nail art. Now for the middle and the ring fingers, I'm doing a plaid design which is obviously inspired by her outfit. Now you can do this plaid design with any color combination. I just happen to be trying to stay as true as I possibly can to Kiyomi's outfit. But if you just follow these guidelines, light, then dark, you want to use a combination of light and dark colors in all of it. And maybe you have one color for your base and then choose at least 3 more colors. So you want to start with your horizontal stripes first, and depending on how long your nails are will depend on how many of those you can fit in. And then once you've done that, you can go ahead with your vertical stripes. You should be able to fit in at least 2. Now, as you can see, I'm mixing up the style of brushes that I'm using. They are all long detail brushes or long liner brushes. This one in particular is exceptionally thin and allows me to complete really, really, really fine lines. And once all of your lines are complete, I'm just using my tiniest dotting tool. You can use that maybe a toothpick or something like that, really, really fine. And I'm just adding some little dots, but not in all of the squares, just in a couple of them. Now, as you can see, this nail art makes virtually no mess, but I am a little bit OCD about cleaning up around my cuticles. Once everything's dry, don't forget to seal it all in with a good quality top coat, as per usual. Now for the design on my pinky, I'm going for a thatched fabric look. So basically a soft or a lighter color on your base, and then a darker color. You can switch that around as well if you wanted to, with a dark base and then a lighter color on top. So all you need to do is a crisscross pattern, and you just keep crossing it over until you've completely covered your nail. You can go ahead and take care of any cleanup. You don't have to do it right now, but I just have, as I said before, a little bit of OCD about that. Then you just want to add a little bit of a top coat, and then you can come back to the little decal you made at the beginning, and what you need to do is turn it over, and you'll see that the design on the other side is the complete design. And that's why we cover it in the polish. Once you have your decal on your nail, you can go ahead and add a top coat, and that helps to meld that into your nail. And lastly, to bring Kiyomi's design together, I've added a coat of a lovely pink polish to my index nail, and then using a small dotting tool, I'm adding 3 5-petaled flowers in a really soft pink peach color, and then using a white polish, I'm adding 3 tiny little dots, or 1 tiny little dot to the center of each of those flowers. And once your flowers are dry, you're going to seal them in with a good quality top coat. And that's it for Kiyomi's design. I really hope you like this one. I really like this one. It's one of my favorites. Let's get into the next one. And the final one in the Monster High Haunted series is River Styx. She's the daughter of the Grim Reaper, but she's really pretty. I really hope you like this one. Let's get into it. It is actually my favorite. So we're starting off with a white base for all of my nails, and then I'm adding Bliss Kisses Simply Peel Liquid Latex because we're going to be doing a gradient. Now, as with all of my sponge gradients, I use latex-free sponges, and I'm just putting a really beautiful teal polish, a hot purple, lavender, and a pink. And you'll then dab that on your nail. You'll do it as many times as you need to get the color strength that you want. And then all you need to do with the liquid latex is peel it straight off, and you have virtually no mess to clean up. Now on my accent nail, which is my ring finger, I'm painting a white bow using some white acrylic craft paint. You can use polish for this, but as you know, I really do like using acrylic paint. Now once you've completed your bow, you can go ahead and color it in. I did that all off camera, but I'm just showing you just a little bit of this. I didn't show it all to you because I thought it was pretty much self-explanatory. Feel free to tell me off in the comments. No, seriously, it's okay, I don't mind. You can tell me off. Now because River has a kind of galaxy theme to her outfit, I decided to add some stars, some really big ones, and these are really easy to make. All you need to do is add a dot of polish or acrylic paint like I'm using, and then you get a fine detail brush and drag the paint that's in the middle of that dot out, and you only do 4 strokes and you have a really big star. It's so pretty, and you can do smaller ones as well. And then lots of little dots all around, and I'm just using the very tip of my fine detail brush. And then coming back to the nail with the bow, I did exactly the same thing, added a couple of these stars and a few dots as well. And then finally I added a coat of China Glaze's fairy dust, which makes everything look really, really pretty. And that's on every single nail because it just needed to sparkle a little bit more. And then absolutely finally, all we need to do is add one of the little skull decals that we made before to the pinky finger. And as I said for the previous one, just add a little bit of top coat, place the decal on your nail, hold it down for a little bit, and then add another top coat over the top to seal it all in, and you're done. They look so cute, don't you think? I love these. And that's it. I really hope you like these. I love them. I really enjoyed doing them. And if you got through this entire video, you are my absolute hero. Thank you so much again for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye, chickies. Oh, and thank you for subscribing. Thanks for that delicious thumbs up. Bye.